If you are watching this video, hear me out for a moment. I'm not here to give you a motivational quote. I'm here to tell you the truth. The truth I only understood at 80 years old. And I wish someone had told me this when I still had time. When you are young, time feels endless. It feels like something you always have, something you can waste, something you can get back. I know this because I lived that way. Today I am 80 years old, and if there is one thing I understand clearly now, it is this. Time was never endless. It was always limited. I just didn't realize it back then. So if you're watching this and thinking, I'll do it later, please stay with me for a few minutes. I'm not here to scare you. I'm here to share the truth I learned too late. When I was in my 20s, time felt slow. Days were long. Years seemed even longer. I believed life would eventually slow down. Give me space to breathe. I told myself there was no rush to spend time with family, no rush to say what I felt, no rush to live fully. I thought I was being patient, but in reality I was postponing life. By the time I reached my 30s and 40s, time started moving faster. Responsibilities took over. Work became everything. Success became the goal. I measured life by progress, not moments. I convinced myself I was building something meaningful. But I was missing something priceless. I was always planning for the future, never realizing that the present was quietly slipping away. By my 50s, time no longer felt slow. Years flew by. Children grew up faster than I expected. Conversations became shorter. Moments became rarer. I often found myself thinking, where did the time go? Even then, I told myself there was still plenty left. Now, at 80 years old, time feels completely different. It no longer stretches forward like an open road. It feels small, precious, fragile. Every morning feels like a gift, not a guarantee. I no longer think in years. I think in moments. And that change in perspective is something I wish I had understood earlier. The biggest lesson time has taught me is this. Most of what we worry about doesn't matter in the end. Deadlines, pressure, competition, none of it lasts. What stays with you are the moments you missed, the conversations you never had, the people you didn't show up for when you could have. I regret how often I said, later, later to dinner, later to conversations, later to joy. Later became a habit, and habits quietly shape your entire life. When you are young, you think time is something you spend. When you're old, you realize time is something you lose. And once it's gone, there is no way to get it back. I'm not saying success is wrong. I'm not saying hard work isn't valuable. What I'm saying is balance matters more than we are taught. Being present matters more than progress. Being there matters more than being busy. If you are young and watching this, consider yourself rich in one thing I no longer have much of: time. Use it wisely, not perfectly, wisely. Spend it on people. Spend it on experiences. Spend it on moments that will still matter when everything else fades. If you are in the middle of life, feeling rushed, overwhelmed, take a pause. Look around. Notice who is walking beside you. Those people are part of your story. Don't let them become memories you regret missing. And if you're older like me, understand this. You still matter. Your words matter. Your presence matters. Your story matters. Share it, because wisdom gained late can still save someone else time. At 80 years old, my perspective on time has completely changed. I no longer chase more. I cherish what remains. I no longer postpone love. I express it. I no longer wait for the right moment. I live in the one I have. If there is one thing I hope you take from this, it is this. Don't wait for time to teach you what it taught me. Learn it now. Live it now. Because time doesn't slow down for anyone, but how you live within it. That part is still your choice.